Oh, oh shit.
Uh,
I forgot. Okay, there. Now it's showing on screen. Hi, Danger Nettles. Anyways, uh, we're doing GOI tier listing again. It's been a long time since we did that. Alright. How the fuck do I say the group's name?
Uh, Avianolite.
If you know, like, a cult surrounding the worship
I
of.
still,
Huh?
I still don't understand what's up with your stream making your mouse cursor lag all over the place in Discord.
I don't know.
Nah, whatever.
Yeah. I was blind. Yes, you are. Anyways, avian light. A cult surrounding the worship of several pagan deities involving avian imagery. Version from 4397. So we either have Medella's altar or Peter Griffin.
Give me a moment. I just remembered that I need to be on YouTube, not on.
Oh shoot! I forgot to post it in community in my channel updates. Fuck! 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 There we go.
Professional streamer.
Shut up.
Professional streamer.
Oh shit! I forgot to. I was so tired yesterday that I forgot to mod you on YouTube. Man, shit.
Professional streamer.
Shut up.
you know what? It's okay for her to make mistakes today. She was hit by a car. Why is she screaming after being hit by a car? I don't know.
Because I'm stupid.
I mean, if it's only bruising, and she
Internal
feels well
bruising
enough
is
to.
like way worse than normal bruising.
I mean, I know, but like if she's feeling up to it, it's not as if streaming is strenuous work on the body.
Oh
That's
shit.
true. But,
I
but
put
what do
the.
you do?
I might have, instead of put minor tier listing, I put international.
Then fix your shit.
The thing is, you can't on YouTube.
You can't you?
Yeah, you can't modify it. I don't think. Yeah, you can't. Without stopping the
Professional
stream.
streamer.
Shut up. Are we ready?
So do we blame this mistake on incompetence or the car accident?
I hate you.
Anyway.
Alright. So do we do Medelia's altar or Peter Griffin?
You know which one I'm saying.
Peter Griffin, got it.
No,
And
fuck
Aaron,
you.
Aaron, you know it's not Peter Griffin.
We'll do that one if we need to after Medelia's altar.
Why am I calling you a little gremlin? You told me your height a while ago. Isn't it like 6'1" or something?
Maybe.
That's not short. You're a tall woman. You just get a few more inches taller and you're supermodel height.
Sweet motherfucking Jesus, it's long. There's still more.
Also, yes,
Okay, maybe.
I'm suggesting there are women who are taller than you, but I'm just saying you're not short.
I choked. I choked on my drink.
That's always fun. I guess bird is the word is shorter, so I guess we're reading that.
Alright.
Starters.
Yay, Peter Griffin.
So also the fucking quality is tanking on Discord.
It really?
It kind of was. It
Weird.
was very pixelated, but it's good now. I think it's only when you're moving the page, like scrolling. Yeah. I can leave.
No. Damn it. Oh, that's disgusting.
Stop failing at drinking water.
No, I coughed up mucus. And it went in my mouth.
Oh. Rip. Also, why the fuck is this thumbnail the thing you're using for both streams?
Hmm? Oh, that's a paint thumbnail I did for VODs.
Oh, okay, so it's for VOD. Okay, I get you.
Yeah. Alright. SCP-3095, aka Burgers Award, or Peter Griffin. Object class Avian.
That's not how that works.
Containment class neutralized.
Oh, okay.
Special containment procedures. GOI 301 has been dissolved, and all instances of 3095-1 have been terminated. Therefore, 3095 is believed to be neutralized. The following containment procedures are kept for archival purposes only.
Is GOI 301 the one we're looking at?
Probably.
Or did it say?
Oh, GOI number 301.
Okay, then.
So,
This should hopefully
yeah.
elucidate things well.
Yeah. Instances of -1 are to be contained in Aviary 19, which is located in Site 48. Due to the dangers of -1 instances collaborating with each other, only 5 may be housed in the same containment unit at any one time. Failed termination is authorized for when Aviary 19 has reached maximum capacity. Civilizations created by -1 instances are to be monitored by MTF 801, Bird Brains. Should a civilization reach a point where it poses a threat to the Foundation and or the Veil, NTF New 7, Hammer Down, is authorized to destroy it. GOI 301 is to be dissolved as soon as possible. No members of GOI 301 are to be apprehended when interrogated and given appropriate amnestics. 7 is to be deployed in order to destroy known meeting sites of GOI 301. Point of interest 301K, the current president of GOI 301, is to be located and assassinated. Jesus! What did they do?
Honestly, I'm a touch surprised that they're going the route of apprehend and use amnestics rather than just kill them.
Yeah. Alright. Containment breach protocols. Individual -1 instances are rarely more of a threat than a non-anomalous bird. It can usually be dispatched with small arms fire or tear gas. Large crowds of -1 must be directed away from anomalies that affect birds. Civilizations made up of -1 are normally incapable of significant communication or collective action, and therefore their activity can be masked by a standard disinformation campaigns. Description 3095 is a designation given to a recurring phenomenon affecting members of the Aves class, also known as birds. Wait, now I'm just imagining just one MTF member is like, oh shit, it's a flock of crows and just tosses tear gas.
Also, I'm pretty sure it's AVs.
AVs, okay.
Let's see, where is it? Yeah, AVs.
Got it. Specimens affected by 3095 designated -1 will acquire a certain degree of sapience. -1 have varying personalities and levels of intelligence, though many common characteristics are noted. 3095 grants -1 instances of proficiency in a certain area. Use ranges from those as mundane as culinary, carpentry, or construction skills to tons in areas of physics, biology, economics, linguistics, politics, and other areas of academia.
So they just make smart birds.
Why do I want one of these instances to be just an emu that's that wants to go into politics? Like
What?
I want a war. I want to be president.
Let's not wish for an emu who wants to go to war. Remember, they won against Australia. Sorry, the Australian government. They're technically Australian wildlife.
Yeah. uh, all -1 instances are fluent in a language consisting of chirps, screeches, and appendage movements, though differences in dialects between species have been observed. A written form of this language exists, though not all instances of -1 are literate. Although lone -1 instances have been regularly encountered, -1 instances tend to form civilizations. These civilizations are often grouped by species. For example, an -1 civilization may consist of robins, with very few other specimens present. The populations of these civilizations vary widely. It is known that a village consisting of 14 pelicans exists in a single village in southern Africa, while the largest known civilization had a population estimated in the millions across multiple large cities. Jesus.
Munch bird.
Yeah. In the case of these large civilizations, they pose a threat to the Foundation. The -3. 3095 has been linked to anomalous rituals undergone by GOI 301 Invionolite. GOI 301 is dedicated to the worship of members of the Aves class. Traces of 301, the GOI 301, have been dated as far back as 1000 BCE.
Oh,
It is believed that GOI 301 and -1 worship a common deity. Then -1, this has been crossed out. GOI 301 currently poses the class 2 threat. GOI 301 has been dissolved following implementation of proposal insignia. Alright. -1 was first discovered in New York City after an organized group made up of pigeons attempted to claim the Statue of Liberty for themselves.
Yes! Viva la pigeon!
you know what the fuck not? People love pigeon.
Aw. They were quickly neutralized by
What?
global coalition forces.
Oh, fuck
Of
you.
course.
Again,
They're not in the spirit of the revolution.
the Jews see being GOC. This phenomenon was originally classified as a sub-destination of 659. It's 659. Okay, 659 is a species of heron, which displays modular intelligence. Okay, apparently they can use tools solving extreme capable of escaping all forms of containment the Foundation has attempted to use. For this reason, the only effective containment strategy is isolation. have word faster. Alright, so at this level of intelligence, Fine also throws vigorous hostility to humans. While his behavior was not present when 659 was first encountered in the wild, it's been present in every iteration of the flock since 659A. Oh. Okay, I had to read the incident report because it's so funny. And just imagine a group of herons doing this. On Redacted Acted, a containment breach at Site Redacted released a flock of redacted specimens of 659, resulting in the death of all on-site personnel with the exception of redacted individuals. A full evacuation was mounted, a full report of which can be found in document 659 redacted. Summarized, the flock prevented any attempt to leave by picking holes in the tires of every vehicle on site, severing site phone lines, and sending a detachment to observe the facility from the air.
Jesus Christ, bro.
If you piss off a bird, you piss off all the birds.
Yeah. MTF redacted was dispatched to investigate the Sun Communications blackout and eventually established control with heavy redacted casualties. The observation detachment remains at large.
That actually, kind of think that it makes a little extra sense because, I mean, I double checked, but I'm pretty sure herons are uh one of the birds that basically evolved to use their beak like a spear.
Yeah.
Yes. So
Okay.
typically they use that spear beak to grab fish.
Yeah.
But,
Grab slash skewer fish, but I mean, I guess
yeah,
they
but
can poke tires.
Yeah.
they could poke tires, they could poke people. I mean, you don't want them to poke people, but
Well,
Yeah.
maybe I want them to poke people.
Oh my god. Anyways. They asked, why did you do this? Don't act like you don't know. You started this. We started this. What did we do to you? Freedom.
Valid. Viva la herons.
Wait, what the fuck? Before they said freedom, 1 pauses. All individual 659 appear to shake their heads. -1 pecks the corpse. Freedom.
I
Oh,
get
it
it.
was writing everything in blood.
Oh, that's a bit intense.
Viva la heron.
Okay, so that's what 659 is. That's what they thought it was at first.
I mean, that's actually a very fair assumption. It's
Yeah.
just less intimidating because pigeons.
Yeah. It was the turn at 3905 existed following the development of 3 more civilizations and data redacted, as well as encounters with lone instances of -1. GOI 301 was originally associated with 765, and it was not until 2001 that 3905 was linked to GOI 301. Okay, so we actually have another SCP we can look at. That's incredibly short. Addendum -1 interview log. Oh, does someone want to speak as the bird or the researcher?
Let's see. This is.
I can do either.
I can do bird.
Do you want a speaking role, Jerry?
Can I be the asshole researcher?
Sure. All right. Interviewer, researcher,
And we don't
redacted
even know
Calvin.
that the.
Oh.
I mean, we don't even know that the researcher's an asshole.
Yeah.
That's true. I'm sorry.
Anyways, interviewer, researcher, redacted Calvin. Interviewee, Dufflin. Forward. Dufflin was in -1 is acting as an official ambassador of the Kingdom of the First Oak, located in redacted Canada. This interview was conducted via writing in English. Begin log.
Hello, Dublin.
Good day, Calvin.
Before we discuss our trade deal, I'd like to ask some questions. Would that be good for you?
It would be my pleasure.
All right. First of all, how have you gained the ability to think?
It's a bit hard to answer that. One day I was running around mindlessly as a monkey. The next day I was not mindless. I guess I could attribute this to mindlessness to media.
That looks more like Midilla?
Oh, Medella. Oh, yeah. Medella?
Could you please tell me who Midilla is?
The great flock tender. Legends. Sates. Sates? Legend states that she only gives mind to her most true disciples. The others continue to stay mindless. I would not blame you for not attributing your minds to her. You probably have a different flock tender to give you your minds.
I'm sorry, but we do not have a god like that.
Are you certain? On our journeys, I am certain I have seen an ape's lumbering around mindlessly.
I am sure. Are you okay with me asking one more question?
Ask away, mindful friend.
You interact very rarely with other civilizations. Why?
Well, why should I? They have their own affairs. The kingdom of First Oak has their own affairs. If we would like to trade, we trade. Speaking of trading, I have a proposal that will be good for us.
Tell me.
Our researchers has attributed several mindful theories about how our world works. We will give you a full document of this knowledge in exchange for iron. We have had quite the trouble harvested it from our lands.
I will forward this proposal to my supervisor.
Thank you.
End log. Closing statement. Interviews with other Dash 1 instances have revealed a common belief in Medilla. Medilla also appears in several scriptures associated with GOI 301. Classification of Medilla as a sub-destination of 3095 is pending. Senior researcher Redacted agreed to exchange redacted tons of iron for the Kingdom of the First Oak scientific discoveries in order to analyze the culture of Dash 1 instances. These documents revealed an understanding similar to the classical four elements theory, with some elements of cell and atomic theory. A full transcript is available in document 3095-RO. Addendum 3095-2 Known Civilizations. Forward, the following table contains an abridged list of significant civilizations created by Dash 1. A full list can be found in document 3095-A7. Civilization types. Type 1. Lowest level. Very simple or no tools. Hunter-gatherer society. Very simple or no hierarchy. Type 2. Simple tools and shelter. Make use of agriculture. Simple hierarchy. Type 3. Uses simple machines or some variation. Has at least one school of thought or philosophy in some form. Has an effective hierarchy. Type 4. Uses complex machines or some variation. Has began to use some systematic knowledge to store information of the world around them. Has a complex hierarchy. Type 5. Has begun to efficiently produce energy and make use of that energy. Has at least basic computational systems. Has a very complex hierarchy or sub-hierarchies. Type 6. Current level of humanity as of June 20th, 2017.
Can't say that I appreciate the association implied here of hierarchy to advancement in society. But whatever.
I also do not agree with it, but we are not the Foundation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Name of the civilization: the Coop of the Seven. Description: little is known about the civilization as was neutralized by the global occult coalition before an investigation could be done. The Coop of the Seven was made up entirely out of pigeons and was led by a council of 7.
This is that word is coup.
Oh, coup. Oh,
It's French. Could you tell?
yeah. Oh, so that's what the pigeons were called, the coup of the 7.
Yeah.
This is the
Viva
first.
la resistance.
Yeah. This,
Viva la pigeon.
God. This is the first known civilization created by Dash 1 instances. The Peli. Made up entirely out of Hatchet.
Uh, Pelicanidae.
Thank you. Or pelicans. Located on an unnamed beach on the coast of California. Attempted to assault Site 22 of tribal weapons before being terminated by on-site personnel. Their village was then destroyed by MTF Beta 20 slapsticks.
I don't see why they were destroyed. They're not even the most dangerous thing in California.
Approximately Type 2. The Kingdom of the First Oak. Made up entirely out of
Ennis Platyrincos.
right here, Hatchet.
Oh, that. My apologies. Turdus migratorius.
Or American Robins.
Oh, okay. So the guy I was speaking for was a robin.
Yeah.
Yep.
Major population center is located near a 120-year-old oak tree in northern Canada. Culture is built around a system similar to Confucian philosophies. This was the first known Dash 1 civilization that acted in a passive way towards the Foundation, and also the first to engage in trading with the Foundation. Type 4. The Great Arc of the Malice. Made up entirely out of Hatchet.
Oh, sorry. I'm continuing the story of New Ohio.
Oh
Uh,
my god.
Ennis Platyrincos.
Or Mallard. Centered around 3 distinct population centers at the perimeter of the Redacted Lake in North Dakota. Culture is centered around technological advancement for the purpose of ascending to Medilla. This is the first known civilization to have more than one major population center, and the first to have ever reached Type 5 civilization status. Due to the rapid technological advancement of this Dash 1 civilization, 3095 was reclassified as Keter. Type 5. The Commonwealth of the Mountain. Made up of several different species of Dash 1. 5 major population centers are scattered across New Mexico. Culture is based around the acceptance of natural values. This is the first known civilization to include multiple species. Type 3. The 8th Hark of the Sands. Data expunged. Data expunged.
No, that's not encouraging.
Yeah. The Empire of Scavengers. Made up entirely out of. How the fuck?
Let's see. Out of nano Nanopsitaka paniclora.
or parrot. Centered around one major population center in the southern Venezuela. Cultures and civilizations are very heavily influenced by 3201. Civilization was neutralized by 801 following a series of robberies done by Dash 1 instances in the nearby city of Redacted. Type 3. I mean, no, Type 3. Type 2.
Dude, what?
These birds robbed people.
I'm just gonna say, before they had a civilization, birds robbed people anyway.
Alright. Verify credentials. Jesus!
Oh,
That was a Thomule. Okay, what is 3201? 3201 is a collective designation for a class of sentient, mobile, hyperdimensional entities, appearing as luminous spheres with variations in color and diameter. 3201 instances identify themselves as archivist Foundation personnel and are usually identified as lightning in the wider scientific community. Huh. That are just
Okay.
a bunch of spheres that store information. Let's see.
I see.
Okay. The parrot tree, made of entirely out of
Phoenistopteridae.
or flamingos, located in a Colombian forest near Site 40. This has been redacted. This civilization has been passive towards the Foundation, but has requested that it be left alone. Surveillance feed at 801 is to continue. The parrot tree follows an extremely religious. Is it oligarchy?
Oligarchy, yeah.
With Medela at its highest. Was Type 2. See Incident 3095-8.
Oh, great. The flamingos declared war, probably, or something.
Yeah. Move aside, Great Emu War. We have the Great Flamingo War. Why did it just sounds like Florida going to war with the U.S.?
it wouldn't be the first time that flamingos did a war in the SCP universe. These would just be real
Oh,
flamingos.
yeah.
The classic flamingo, who have also waged a war.
Yeah. The SCP universe just has flamingos just being the natural enemy to humans.
I wouldn't really call this natural, but whatever.
Fair. Update following the implementation of proposal insignia, all civilizations created by Dash 1 have been successfully dissolved. Addendum 3095-3, Incident 3095-8. Okay, now we're gonna see what happened. Redacted 2010. The Parrot Tree, a civilization made of Dash 1 instances, launched a large-scale attack on Site 19, Site 170, and Site an area redacted.
Which area?
I don't know, but Site 19 is the most concerning one, Jerry. That's where the...
Well, what's in Site 170? We don't know what's in 170. That might be really concerning too. Let me look it up really quick.
Well, I say Site 19 is really bad because that's where 682, Old Man, Plague Doctor, 035.
Shy Guy.
Oh yeah, Shy Guy. Wait, that makes me wonder. Would Shy Guy go after an animal if it has human-like intelligence?
That's actually interesting. I don't know.
Yeah. It's food from the fridge. What was that about flamingos? um,
Sapient flamingos declaring war on the Foundation.
yeah, and this place is they attacked the Site 19, Site 170, and area redacted. It's known that
I cannot find anything definitive on 170, only that you probably don't want it attacked.
there.
I mean, that can be said about any SCP installation.
That's fair.
30-second delay. Don't mind me. Fair. It is of note that during Incident 395-8, the parent tree displayed much higher quality technology than was previously observed, such as modern computers, tanks, and salted bombs. They were driving tanks!
You're shocked?
Where the fuck? Where? Oh, wait. Maybe the GOI supplied them with tanks.
Oh my god.
Are we still talking about birds?
Yes, that's.
Yes, these are still birds.
I don't think they could. I think they would have had to make their own tags, but
Maybe.
well, think of it. They need a whole different lever system due to how their bodies work.
Fair.
And the seating would have to be different too.
Yeah. Alright.
I imagine, like, for instance, like if you go into a human one, it'd be like, why is there this thing there? If human goes into a bird one, it'd be like, why is that stick there? Where's the seat?
Yeah.
I think salted bombs are worse. Those are nukes. Oh.
Wait, salted bombs are nukes?
Aaron,
Yes.
Hatchet asked if salted bombs are nukes.
Well, I'm looking that up.
Oh,
Yeah, salted bomb has a three distinct meanings, generally referring to either a theoretical, highly radioactive nuclear weapon, or a high dose medical infusion of saline, or a high sodium food item. So yeah, it's a nuclear bomb.
ah,
Oh, and it's designed to act as a radiological weapon by producing larger quantities of radioactive fallout than unsalted nuclear weapons. Jesus Christ, man.
So 682 definitely broke out. A far greater population of Dash 1 instances was also noted during the attack. MTF Tau 5 Samsara. Okay, now that makes more sense that they got sent in. For people who don't know, MTF Tau 5 Samsara is an MTF group that got uh fused with the flesh of a god and have powers of said god.
Aliens.
Was deployed to the sites of Incident 395-8, where they joined the forces of on-site personnel in order to resist the attack. Data Redacted authorized the use of SCP Redacted in order to destroy the Paratree's major population center in Colombia. A large cave system was uncovered following the blast, where the Paratree had been developing advanced technology for approximately redacted years. With this technology, the Paratree had secretly become a level 6 civilization. The Paratree is known to have frequent interacted with other Dash 1 civilizations. Therefore, Dash 1 now poses a significant security threat to the Veil and the Foundation in general. 395 has been flagged for termination as of Redacted 2010. Alright, Alright, so Addendum 39, 30, 95-4 Proposal Insignia. Proposal Insignia involves the weaponized use of an antime to erase GOI 301 from history. Jesus! I didn't know antime.
Okay, that that escalated fast.
Wait, hold on. If the Foundation had this technology, why didn't they use it on the Davites? Because the Davites technically got brought back because they kept looking in that book.
Mm.
An appropriate antimeme, hereafter referred to as AM-12/0 Jaxel, has been developed using content derived from 3334-1. Okay. Description. Here we go. 3334 is an extension for various novels data necessary to implement Project Medusa. Dash 1 is a collection of 156428200023 gathered anomalous visual, mimetic, and cognito hazards, VMC hazards, collected through Protocol 10 Kimpling. This dataset is also artificially enlarged using data augmentation techniques, including transformations and translations of the original VMC hazards. Approximately 90% of Dash 1 is designated as training data, using examples to train machine learning models in Project Medusa. The remaining 10% is reserved as validation data used to anticipate real-world accuracy during testing. Okay. Oh, Addendum 3334-1. I just want to know what Dash 1 is. Addendum 3334-1, as a redacted, 20 redacted, in light of recent literature regarding new techniques in deep reinforcement learning and their ability to unify multiple kinds of visual hazard classification, Volkovic v. Vedi S. 2011 detecting multiple types of visual hazards using deep reinforcement learning and an greedy approach. Terminal and SCP Foundation Journal 15/74. I don't know why I'm reading that.
What's even what?
I'm trying to.
Where did we get off on this?
I'm just trying to see what there's has. Okay, I was just trying to see what the fuck Dash 1 was, and I couldn't get an answer. All I know is that it's just a very powerful anti-meme, apparently.
Okay.
Yeah, and has been proven to successfully erase all memories of GOI 301 and its ideals from the human mind. AM-12/0-Jaxel will be deployed in the general public, where it will reach all 7+ billion people within at least 2 months. Foundation personnel have been exposed to a counter meme that will prevent AM-12/0-Jaxel from affecting them. I'm just gonna say the anti-meme will destroy itself after 3 months. At this time, GOI 301 have been neutralized. MTF New 7 and MTF Tau 5 will then destroy all Dash 1 civilizations. With current resources, this will take approximately 7 months before all civilizations have been destroyed. Lone Dash 1 instances will expire as part of their natural lifespan within 5 to 10 years. At this point, 3095 will be declared neutralized. Update. Proposal exceeding has been approved by HCML Supervisor Redacted and will be put into action on Redacted 2011. Proposal exceeding progress. 100% complete. GOI 301 has been successfully neutralized by the anti. All Dash 1 civilizations have been successfully neutralized by NUV 7 and Tau 5. Lone Dash 1 instances timeout successfully reached. Proposal exceeding has been declared successful. 39.5 has been reclassified as neutralized. Writes an automated notice. While you're reading this document, user C. Calvin uploaded a newer revision. He's going to give you this revision. Oh, there's more? Oh. Okay, so there might be more information now.
Yeah.
Alright,
Oh, now its containment class is Thaumiel.
yeah. Hello, SCP Foundation facility broken. How you
Oh my
doing?
gosh.
Anyways, item SCP-3095, object class Avian, containment class Thaumiel. Let's look at containment procedures. GOI 301 has been dissolved in all instances of -1, aside from 3095 slash Talanos participants have been terminated. Therefore, 3095 is believed to be neutralized. All containment procedures are kept for archival purposes only. Instances of -1 are to be contained at Avery 19, which is located in Site 48 due to dangers of -1 instances collaborating with each other. Only 5 of them may be housed in the same containment unit at a time. Field termination is authorized when Avery 19 has reached maximum capacity. Okay, this is the same thing we read over on the other side. Further details regarding 395/Talanos participants is restricted to those with T/2701 authorization. Containment breach protocols. -1 instances are considered B-class personnel and should be routed to panic zones in the event of another anomaly breaching containment. Description: no changes of previous revision detected. Information collapsed. Addendum 3095-5 Project Talanos. Oh, Jiri, this is Calvin.
Oh,
Yeah.
good day, authorized personnel. You're reading this document. You are currently working at an environment where Project Telenos has taken effect. So please reread this document very carefully. The key here is that SCP 3095 gives SCP 3095-1 instances various skills. Some are lucky enough to get away with proficiencies in useful subjects: calculus, geometry, biology, physics. Some are average. A select few are as advanced as our best doctors. There was once an SCP-9 -1 civilization, the eighth Hark of the Sands. They were made up of entirely of seagulls. For some reason, they had a high number of these proficients. We just had we had just begun research into this correlation with -1 species, the proficiencies that they received before incident -8 happened. We had to implement proposal insignia, but we decided to save one civilization, the eighth Hark. In these changing days, we need every resource we can get. More anomalies, more research, especially more personnel. When it comes to personnel, honestly, don't care what species they're from. Yes, your new colleague is a seagull. The world is a weird place. Welcome to the Foundation.
Yeah. I mean, there's one famous doctor that's just literally a dog. This isn't the weirdest the
Yeah.
Foundation has.
What's the link there that says these changing days?
Oh shoot! I mean, join the flock, the avian division, until we return to the nest. Oh my god! So it's a very long. Oh well, oh oh, it's part of a story hub.
Uh,
The Team Bird hub.
I dig it.
I want to favorite this. I need to finish reading Herman Fuller's Circus Squid Eating Hub. I forgot about that. Alright, this was mentioned in the article, and it's like really short.
Oh, I don't think we should worry about it.
Oh?
this should have been brought up when it was first mentioned. Now we have no fucking context for what this is related to it.
Uh,
Why are we just sitting here
I
silent?
was just reading it a little bit. Apparently, it's just a duck pond that is just very peaceful. But
Okay.
after 7 to 12 days, you have you'll go under lethargy, apathy, boredom, and depression.
Damn.
So, do we have anything to go off on, or
I saw Do You Dream of Bird Jesus in there. I think that was referring to the hub.
oh? I was like, where
Um
in the duck pond does it talk about? Do you believe in bird Jesus?
um wasn't there like there looked to be a lot of links on that page that we were just on.
I mean these changing days.
Well, there was that, but there's like a whole bunch of links further up.
Oh, further up.
Are all of those blue texts not links?
No.
Oh, okay. It looked like it would be links. Oh, okay. Well, for one, I've got to say, fuck the Foundation.
Yeah.
There is absolutely no reason to manually wipe out all of these other little civilizations of birds that haven't yet posed any harm.
Yeah.
I
Like
agree.
if the group is out of the picture, if the group that is helping supply these birds with the means to cause all this havoc is gone, then all of the other little civilizations that aren't a threat to the Foundation ought be left alone. This is just like basic ethics. I cannot believe that this was put through without the fucking ethics committee having a handful of issues with it.
Oh my gosh. There's something that also just missed me off too. You know how they use an anti-meme to wipe the history out of this group?
Yeah.
I just realized they could have used this anti-meme on the Children of the Scarlet King. 'Cause you know, one of the
Oh
laws of the
my
Scarlet
god.
King is law of concept.
E.
Yet they use it on birds.
They didn't use it on birds, they used it on a bird related group.
Yeah. Granted, I am very concerned that one of the groups used nuclear weapons.
Yeah. But that was a specific group that was then immediately eliminated, and we had absolutely no reason to believe any of the other groups would be doing that either.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a solid. I'm feeling a solid incompetent evil for this group.
Right next to Esmo Slams. Yeah, I can see that.
They had a they had like we don't know what their goal was, but said goal included the act of nuking the Foundation. Um for some grandiose purpose. I have no idea what purpose that could be, but that's an incredibly irresponsible action to just randomly take.
Yeah.
That's my first thought. The only other thought would be not enough information because we don't know their actual religious structure or anything like that. There's that other SCP we could read, but I don't know if we want to read that long ass thing.
That's fair. I mean, we are going to go
How
back and look at every group, anyways.
How are you thinking, Jerry? Uh, Jerry?
Jerry?
It's
Jerry
not a good sign.
Jerry was silenced by the flamingos.
I'm guessing Jerry is switching over to a different device. Oh,
Wow, they really were taken out by flamingos.
are they still online?
Jerry
Oh.
angered the pink ones. Long liver acid loving overlords. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're offline now. Oh, you know what? They probably had to flip the internet switch. Just give it
Ah.
a bit.
Or is it basic? I can't remember. You're talking about the. Isn't it like the flamingos go to a certain lake that humans can't even touch because it could kill them?
Mm-hmm.
I think there's like something like flamingos can go to that's like really dangerous, but they're not affected by it.
Oh, fucking. Flamingos live in. I
Ah,
can't tell if it's hyper basic or hyper
I
acidic.
found it. Um, uh, Flamingos can thrive in Tansia's Lake Natron, one of the world's most dangerous and caustic lakes, with a pH as high as 11.
Then yeah, that's acidic.
Yeah, the water can burn skin and turn animals into stone mummies. Jesus Christ.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that before. pH levels chart.
Acid is
Oh
lower,
wait,
basic is
no.
higher.
Right, yeah, I was about to say. I just looked it up. Yeah,
Damn.
basic is higher.
Why the fuck
So
can they go there?
um uh, I didn't know black coffee was slightly acidic.
Hmm.
Milk is slightly acidic as well. Huh. Still no sign of the Jiri.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the jury.
Hi, Cheery.
Jerry? You there, Jerry?
Okay. I found out why they go to Lake Natron.
Okay.
They go there to fuck.
Oh,
Oh,
they just
Sorry, I
love.
just flipped the switch. I'm back upstairs.
Gotcha. I figured. So, I said we should put this group in incompetent evil. How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
Alright. On to the
Okay.
next group. Oh, this might be in good. Uh, Vedica, a radical organization made up of journalists that are trying to achieve free press.
I think it's Aviatica.
Aviatica. Okay. We actually have 3 SCPs. To let freedom wing, to raise a hero of the pen, to make the black moon howl for the motherland.
I guess do the first one.
Oh my gosh, it's more birds.
I mean, that seemed pretty obvious.
I mean, even the name suggests it.
Yep, there's it's very short.
Aviatica, right? So it's very bird themed, and the symbol is bird themed,
Yeah,
and the picture is birds.
yeah. Also, Jerry, before we start this, I looked up why the flamingos go to Lake Natron because it basically just kills everything that touches it because of
Oh,
it pH 11, and it looks
okay.
yeah they go there mainly to fuck. They said they mainly go there to
Oh,
breed. They go there to fuck.
Uh,
the flamingos, real life flamingos, go to a place of death, and they go there to fuck.
They do eat the algae there, but they mainly go there to fuck.
Well, you have to eat where you go when you're that small.
Also, Aaron, you said that as if Jerry was like aware of the entire conversation
There.
when that whole conversation happened while Jerry was flipping the switch.
Yeah.
Yeah, the switch is downstairs. This is upstairs.
Fair.
I am not all knowing and all hearing.
For now.
But you are all winning.
Yeah.
I also have 3 corn dogs cooking downstairs, and I don't know why I did that when I knew I'd have to go upstairs. Please
Nice.
don't eat them for me.
Do it.
Deal it.
I put mozzarella on them.
I am the voice of unreason. Do it.
Deal
No,
it.
I want them.
Do it.
My God. Alright.
Thank you.
Now on to the actual SCP to see what this group it is good or neutral or evil. Alright. Item SCP-5630. Containment class Keter. Special containment procedures. Novel anti-memetic agents are to be applied to on a worldwide scale in order to prevent public knowledge of 5630. While Class AM Nexus must be dispersed to locations of 5630 events. Protocol. How the fuck do I say that?
Hey again.
Hey again. Has to be implemented in order to bolster press freedom rankings of certain nations under localized information campaigns and government deals. Civilians are to be aided in adapting to the internet as well as alternative news sources such as radio and television. Description 5630 refers to a worldwide phenomenon affecting newspapers and other types of journalistic publications. During a 5630 event, several avian entities, those resemble various species of birds which appear to depend on the publication, probably designated as -1, emerged from a newspaper. -1 instances, despite closely resembling and acting similar to members of existing species, are mainly composed of wood pulp and what the fuck? I have never seen that word before. What the fuck is? Who is this?
Lignin?
Lignin?
Lignum. I will. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Lignin? You know what lignin is, right?
No.
Obviously not.
Now let me look up a definition because I'm bad at wording things.
I've just brought up a definition.
Oh.
Lignin is a class of complex organic polymers that form key structural materials in the support tissues of most plants.
Huh.
Lignin are particularly important in the formation of cell walls, especially in wood and bark, because they lend rigidity and do not rot easily.
Huh. Neat.
Thank you, Wikipedia. Also, I think I'm gonna have to step away for a half hour or so, probably closer to 40 minutes.
Right now.
Yeah.
Alright.
So, y'all can continue without me.
Have fun. Flocks are quickly established among multiple instances of -1. Before flying away, they tend to randomly pick up sheaves of paper and documents, often covering them in a yellowish fluid. The body texture and coloration of -1 instances appear to be based on the publication of origin. Sensational English papers and tabloids usually spawn yellowed and crinkled instances, while broadsheets produce white and gray colored instances. After the manifestation of -1 instances, several passages of text on the newspaper, particularly the headlines, vanish, leaving a coarse texture on the paper. Coastal observation has been noted that large instances are produced from them. Classified ads and other types of advertisements are unaffected. Attempts to track -1 instances have been unsuccessful. Frequency of 5630 events appear to be inversely proportional to the press freedom ranking of a certain country, with events being more common in nations that have ranking of 60 or below. Furthermore, a drastic rise in events is observed during May 3rd. Update. May 3rd, 2025. Flux of -1 instances with around 70,000 instances flocking per country have occurred in 53 countries worldwide, following mass censorship on press freedom. In contrast to earlier events, these instances display more advanced flight patterns such as spiraling and arranging themselves in a fashion similar to curved strokes. It's important to note that several mass protests headed by figures such as King Liasi and Vermel Vargas have been held during this period. 25% of the instances headed towards official residences and other important government buildings of their respective countries, covering the facades with their bodies. Several instances entered the buildings, picking up state documents and files, while they released outside to the rail list. Afterwards, these instances then applied. Afterward, these instances then imploded into yellowish fluid was quickly hardened, covering the buildings in dense shells. That trapped personnel and government officials inside for around 2 days. List means of electronic communication. Okay, before I continue, I'm gonna copy this real quick and send it to Hatchet, because I think Hatchet would find that funny. In 48% of the following 5630 events, which frequency has increased by 55%, the banner headline along with the articles, most of which call for drastically aggressive means to the point of revolt, was changed to reference 5630. Let freedom wing. Free press revolution must soar. Vidica. Okay. I mean, so far I'm not seeing anything bad, except they're just they trapped a bunch of government officials in countries where free press isn't as prevalent. I guess I'll go with the next one, the 860. Hopefully it's not too long. Jesus Christ, it's long. Okay. Maybe 5631, which is right after 5630. Okay, it's not that long. We can do this one. 5631, to make the Black Moon howl for the motherland. Level 5 to 631 classified. Item 5631. Object class Keter. Project containment procedures. 5631 currently remains inert at coordinates 14 degrees 04, 10.3 north, 116 degrees 16, 19.9 east, due to its extreme mass. The original Site 120 has been established 10 kilometers away from 5631's head. As it is located in the middle of the maritime Southeast Asia, extensive traffic along sea routes and shipping lanes necessitate the dispersal of Class A and diplomatic agents to non-Foundation individuals, citing it from trawlers and ships. Cover Story 100 oil spill is implemented to deter travel through the region. Foundation has organized a navy for monitoring and researching 5631. Durability tests, chemical analysis, and thaumaturgical experiments are to be conducted on 5631 on a mass scale. A special focus aimed at its ontokinetic capabilities. Drones and submarines are to be deployed to scan 5631's body in detail. The Department of History is tasked with investigating 5631's connections to the Philippines in terms of mythologies, incidents, and ventures undertaken in the past, particularly during lunar eclipses. Low human readings are detected on the lunar surface are the current foci, as they indicate an extensive link back to Earth, particularly the Philippines. Cadaver of Dash 1 alongside the ship it used, the SR Enang Bayan, is currently stored on Site 431, located in Batangas City, Philippines. His identity and former connections to GOI 503 Vidica are to be investigated. Journalists are also primarily documents anomalous events. Reports of mass hysteria and deja vu events among Filipino citizens, abroad or not, are to be verified, with selecting individuals recommended for psychological testing. Key phrases for ascertaining the memories are clanging or metallic noises, serpent, and new life. Description: 5631 is an inactive black serpentine entity weighing 1,200 kilograms and having a length of approximately 750 kilometers.
Oh,
Oh, big fucking snake.
I thought this would be another. Well, I guess I shouldn't have expected a bird to be involved. I I didn't expect a snake.
Big fucking snake.
Big snake. Ha, ha,
Huh?
I'm just trying to imagine its size.
Fucking big.
Well, 750 kilometers long is.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of a size that I'm having a hard time imagining. Like in miles, it's 466 miles, but I also don't really understand that either. The changing what it's called, changing the thing isn't helping me. I think it's because it's just so big. I am having a hard time fathoming it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like most grade schools are like 1 or 2 miles long at most. That is, how do you fathom a snake that long?
Yeah, hold on. Okay, I just found out a car cover a distance of 750 kilometers is 9 hours. So a 9 hour car drive is how big this snake is.
Is inactive and or asleep?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Alright, anyways. It is located 1,200 kilometers away from the shores of Greater Manila, Philippines. It is currently shedding its scales, which are made of thaumaturgically enhanced keratin, cosmine, and lamellar bone. The day before 5631's discovery, witness reports from Samar and Cebu indicated that a large multicolored serpentine entity flew rapidly from the sea and towards the moon. Although the reports were ambiguous and contained conflicting details, this has been particularly corroborated by footage obtained from Foundation satellites, although further verification is required due to severe data corruption. Several details have been deemed sufficiently consistent. 1. First large-scale parades, each containing approximately 500 to 1,000 sculptures of saintly figures placed on self-moving wagons, wooden puppets moving in a manner similar to karatsa and Mapalud Ballad dancers. Dances noted for free-flowing, curved, and dynamic movement. And priests, either described as Catholic, Muslim, or as indigenous shamans, occurred in Visayas. The parade soon headed underwater. The volume of music originating from the parade appeared to be undeterred by the ocean. 2. In other parts of the country, wooden puppets depicting popular occasions such as the tuna and the Bangus Festival, milk, oh, milkfish, no, milkfish festival, uh, occurred with all the participants similarly going underwater. Reports of vagrants and squatters joining the festival have also been received, although the Philippines' current comprehensive social welfare system has drastically reduced them. 3. High-pitched sounds described as the clanging of pots, utensils, and drums were omnipresent throughout all parts of the Philippines as an orange-red lunar eclipse occurred. Minor earthquakes also occurred at this point. Four. 5631 lands beside a trawler from which a woman emerges and sits on its hind portion before it departs. 5. Afterward, 5631 incrementally rises in altitude. During this period, millions of diverse marine species replicate the same action through anomalous means. The most prominent types of fish are sturgeon, tilapia, tuna, salmon, and galungong, all of which have a common source of sustenance in the country. Several of these fish morph into humanoids wearing a salikot, a traditional Filipino headwear. Dash 1 refers to a middle-aged human female. Aside from several bruises on its limbs and its head, it has suffered from a severe hemorrhage in the lungs, followed by a fatal embolism. Upon discovery in its trawler, it was wearing a tattered uniform belonging to a high-ranking journalist or officer in Avadica. Attempts to further identify it have ended in failure. A single notebook has been found on its hands. It does not contain any text save for the Latin sentence "Cum summatum est." It has been done in English, inscribed on its back cover. Other documents found in the ship it was on board, the SR Enang Bayan, are heavily protected by anti-memetic agents, although several deciphered articles were found to be modules, checklists, and manuals meant for Project Bakuna Awa. Oh, well, you're right, Jerry.
Well, for a moment I thought something this big has to be Jormungandr. But then thinking, it's like, no, this is in the Philippines. This makes no sense. So I looked up, and the moon-eating dragon, Bakunawa, came up.
Yeah.
I do not know if I'm saying it right.
Taking the top priority and cross-reference Vatican documents. Additionally, the SR Enang Bayan was found in the middle of a levitating thaumaturgic circle constructed from abacan fibers, bamboo stilts, and Arabian jasmine cuttings, also known as Sampaguita, the national flower of the country. The circle had a radius of approximately 1.5 kilometers. Background research on 5631 indicates a connection to the Bakunawa, a sea serpent featured prominently in Visayan mythologies. All occurring during a lunar eclipse, its effects are said to be catastrophic in the form of typhoons, tsunamis, and earthquakes. The moon is a key part of the myth, as ingesting it as one of the main goals of the Bakunawa. Beliefs of pre-colonial Filipinos indicate that clanging pans and metallic objects were used to attempt to deter it from heading towards the moon. Update. Further description of the notebook has revealed that following text on page 24 is primarily composed of code switching between English and Filipino, which is markedly different from the current government's more purist approach to language. Oh. Yeah. Okay. A scritter has told me that we, Avadica, have already successfully asked Bakunawa 6 times to do it in the past. This corresponds with the myth that the said entity has ingested 6 moons. We have to do it again unless we want to die out, and I have volunteered myself for it. It's March 25th, 2035 NA. The smell of Tahoe, a popular hot beverage that uses tapioca pearls, tuyo, dried anchovies, and the swaying of mango and coconut trees in the area. The honking of the sheep knees and the roars of the tricycles, the shouts of the vendors, Tahoe, para, some of Fujitsu drivers that stop, and sail. Perhaps I, along with everyone else, will still miss them all. Well, that was what we had for almost 20 years. Wanglang Pinga Bago Talaga. Nothing really changed. He did tell me that every Filipino would still live on, though in a better state. Baka no na. It's a fair enough deal. I once believed that Ano, as a journalist and the voice of the pen and the people, are enough to turn things around. However, it does not. Manila is still a shadow of what it could be, with all the bungled telephone lines, bullet-ridden streets, cracked roads, and luxury houses of the politicians, whose sidewalks are lined by bony fishbowl vendors, as well as of former company employees and jeepney drivers forced to beg for alms. He also said to keep us on track of the foundation, as we rebuild foundations with the serpent's help. Anyway, we will see each other not long next time. Sorry about that. Something I got stuck in my throat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good. But it's gonna be in the middle of the day. Baka, it'll be clean enough for me to make good impressions. I do have something to ponder upon. Are the Filipinos in the next life worth dying for? Maybe if Afadika forms again, they can answer that question. As of now, there is no specific traces of the existence of Afadika, except for a torn piece of an article bearing its name and logo, save for the headline, banner photo, and tagline. This article has been destroyed. Afadika, with the wings of freedom, rings the bell of progress. December 25th, 2035, issue 33, volume 20. The Black Moon Howls. PH, just an abbreviation for Philippines. GDP index jumped from 150th to 7th. The country is currently the second wealthiest country in Southeast Asia, closely trailing Singapore. After Project Bakunawa. Sunset. When the sun sets, Afadiaka's Project Bakunawa will make the moon roar alongside the country for a better sunrise and make the nation rise above the waters once more. So what I'm getting at here is that they practically sacrificed themselves to save the Philippines.
Well,
And so far, they've just been fighting for free press. I don't think they're evil.
they are not evil. I think this is a good thing, but I feel like Hatchet typically has a better eye on where to put things. They don't save people, but I feel like they help people by informing them.
I mean, from that last article, it said that some of them sacrificed themselves for Philippines.
Yeah.
So some of them did hell by dying, probably by the serpent.
We could put them as neutral good.
Yeah. I can see that.
Do you think that makes sense?
I guess so. What do you think, random person? Since Hedge's gone, you gotta fill in for them.
What? They don't even have similar personalities. I don't think Rick works
You have to wait the 30 seconds. What? Do you think a group that tries to bring free press as well as sacrifice some of them sacrifice themselves to save the Philippines is neutral good? I have a massive delay here and I'm going to lay down to sleep. That's fair. See if Rivers says anything else. Both would work.
Probably
Neutral
the
would be
last
fit.
thing they're
Neutral would
gonna say
fit
before
more.
laying down.
Alright, so put there then. We can always ask Hatchet when he gets back too.
Yeah.
Alright. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I'm gonna butcher the fuck out of this. The Bob E. Monkey, the Normalcy Preservation Organization for the Ottoman Empire.
The Bobby Mugby. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I'm gonna look up Mugby.
Hell for the motherland. Yeah. It's the Normalcy Preservation Organization for the Ottoman Empire. Doesn't sound bad at all. Oh my god. Hatchet would love this title. The Byzantine Empire was secretly aliens.
How to pronounce.com. How do you pronounce it? Please, a different voice.
Oh my god. There's so much information. Jesus Christ. Oh, this SCP just shows different time periods. Oh, okay.
It's Mugby.
Okay.
Wait, Hatchet? No, I guess I just heard things.
Okay.
Eh.
So this is mainly different organizations. I want to first see if this group does show up.
I'll be right back. I keep thinking of those corn dogs.
Okay. So they showed uh this point down. No, they just show up in this one part. Okay. Guess I'll go to intermission while we wait for Jerry. Now I'm gonna open Twitter again to see if I get something just as disturbing as last time. And just like that, I'm disappointed with humanity. Oh my god. Can I be here? Oh yeah, I can. Yeah. The first thing I see is Purdue's large and limited edition 6-7 chicken nuggets. Yep. God. What's the hit for Jason? Something racist? They had funk music. I love this. Which is so different. The street in a horror movie.
Corn dogs very quick.
Yeah.
Ah.
Back.
Yeah. I had to run for a moment there, but
Oh my god. I love this meme. Report, cars with anime stickers are 65% less likely to be pulled over because officers don't want to start that conversation. In really small text. Or someone somewhere. So, we ready to go for the SCP, Jerry?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, so they only show up in one part of the article. Like, this shows, like, different, empires and stuff that happened. But we're mainly trying to find a certain one. Which is the Ottoman. But we're going to see what they did. Alright. Leo V. Or Leo the Fifth. I don't know which one. Anyways. SCP-4666-Alpha. 813-820. I'll rush the moment. And to rewash the moment, just to prepare myself. Alright. Have fun, random person. Personal journals of Leo V, or V, dictated to the court, scribe, and preserved the monastery of Studios when this group, also known as Hidden Porte, the main normalcy preservation agency of the Ottoman Empire, described an abduction experience the emperor experienced around age 20. An excerpt has been reproduced below. Document 466-Alpha-3, Personal Journal of Leo V, or V. Circa 1814, 5th generation paper copy, Istanbul, Turkey, Greek, translated by Anne Benoit, 1977. Even before I served under Bardenas in his failed revolt, I knew I would be the emperor someday. God had chosen me, and he chose Constantine the Great by sending me a vision from the heavens. In the third indication, the second such since my birth, i.e. the year 794-5,
I think it says the third indiction.
addiction.
Yeah. In the
Oh.
third indiction.
Yeah. Before the year 988, secular calendar of the Byzantine Empire used 15-year administrative cycles called indictions to measure time. The year started on September 1st as opposed to January 1st. Oh. In August, I went out from the city, i.e. Constantinople, with some companions to hunt in the forests of the Ossarian theme. We are staying at an inn along the road to Ankara, modern Ankara, Turkey. After a night of celebrations, we retired to our rooms. The darkest part of the night, I felt my room. I left my room to make use of the latrine, and I was returning from that building. A bright light shone up down from above, stunning me where I stood. I was lifted from the ground by unseen hands and carried up towards the light, which I now saw emanated from the bright lamps mounted upon some flying vessel. I was carried into the vessel through a door on its underside and placed upon a polished metal floor. Before me in the room stood an angel. He stood half again as tall as me, in shining silver armor that covered its skin entirely. His helmet had a faceplate of clear glass, through which I could see his face. He had no nose, only a single eye, and his mouth was filled with sharp teeth like a dog's, and yet I was not afraid, for I knew him to be an angel of the Lord. No, this is an alien. You poor fool.
I think it's more like a hallucination.
No, I think because the nickname of the SCP is the Byzantine Empire was secretly aliens. So I think he actually was. I think he actually was picked up by an alien.
Oh.
We'll find out further on. He spoke then, and though he did not speak Greek or any other mortal language, I understand his words, for the language of angels is comprehensible to all. A metal table rose up from the ground, and he instructed me to undress and lay upon it, and when I had done so, he commanded me to sleep, and I slept. Oh, so he got anal probed. The sleep was dreamless, but seemed long. When I woke out, it was morning, and I was in my bed, with a fresh scar across my stomach. Holy shit, he was probed. As have been
I think it's more like he was examined, then they did a surgery.
Under the surgeon's knife. Later in life, I was making war against the Arabs as governor of Anatolia. I was cut deeply across the belly by a Syrian swordsman, whom my companions slew shortly after, and I was being treated for a wound. A strange artifact was found under the flesh of my stomach, which I will now describe. The artifact was made of white stone, or very fine pottery, without seam or opening, and inlaid upon its surface in silver were strange designs. Which I thought to be the written language shared by the Grigori with the first men after Adam. When it was brought before brother Ionis, the Eukolos of the Studian, who is known to have the gift of tongues, he understood it and described it in Greek, and I'll read to you now what he wrote. Gloom or Lopharinian. Translator's note, probably a transliteration of a proper noun. Internal tracking device. Insert into central body cavity. For assistance, contact us by Far Side, contest by Far Sound at 876-11-410-2910-19 or at our ThroughNet location. Here's their note. Literally mean Far Sound. In modern Greek word for telephone, literally meaning through net, is modern Greek word for internet. For example of similar linguistic phenomena, the Arvidsson and Eugen anachronistic vocabulary in Gossolia and Othomo Translation, Journal of Paralinguistics 34.1, 2011, 45 to 70.
Oh my.
Neither I nor any of the scholars of the Studian could understand the message, but perhaps my son or my son's son will comprehend its secrets and contact the angels once more for guidance. Until then, the artifact is stored with other holy relics in the royal vaults. The artifact in question, 4666-Alpha-B-1, was captured by the Ottoman Empire during the fall of Constantinople. Gained possession of the foundation when the what did they call them again? Hidden Porte was disbanded in the aftermath of the First World War. And then down here, uh, yeah. After the fall of Constantinople in 1453, the Order of Constantine was split. One branch of knights, believing that the Ottoman Empire had, by right of conquest, taken up the mantle of the Roman Empire, swore their fealty to the Ottoman Sultan, becoming an integral part of the Hidden Porte, while other branch fled for Russia, continuing their work in support of the Orthodox Church. The Russian branch of the order was folded into the Tsar Seers by Tsar Peter the Great in 1699, a French precursor organization that specialized in the preemptive destruction of esoteric threats via precognition and thaumatological advanced warning systems. So this group is defunct, and that's basically all the information we got for this group. Is that they stole this artifact, probably to keep Ottoman Empire alive. And they also took in some people who believe. Okay, so where do we put a group that just wants to keep the Ottoman Empire alive? That is now gone, I should say.
Group of people?
Maybe. Yeah,
I mean, they're literally a group of people.
true.
They're not an organization, they're aliens.
Well, the alien was what captured the person that had the artifact, and this group just stole the artifact that the alien put in that person's body. Yeah, they're not aliens.
They're the people that wanted to track the aliens. And I guess needs more information.
But we just don't have any. So as right now, I guess they just go into people group.
Oh, but they're not a people group, so put it in not enough information.
Oh, not enough about yeah. Oh, we can always ask that Hatchet when he gets back. See if he changes his mind where to put that. Oh, the Bacchanalia. A Dionysian cult that had relations with the ASCI, which we put in lawful evil.
Yeah.
Oh boy. We only have one SCP connected to it. The Dionysus Pit.
Oh.
How long is it?
Named
Very.
after the Greek god of alcohol and madness. This can only be good, right? I'm joking.
Jesus Christ. Oh, let's see. Item 5992, Level 2 Restricted. Payment class Safe. Distortion class Flom. Risk class Warning. Final serve notice. The following is the SCP-5992 data file as it appeared prior to June 10th, 2020. It's been preserved for contextual purposes. A revised file reflecting updated containment procedures and description is pending. Special containment procedures. At 1 kilometer perimeter has been established around 5992, utilizing cover storage G03 Heritage Site. Standard security measures are in place to deter civilians from approaching 5992. The interior of 5992 has been converted to official site 5992. 4 female personnel with a score of 75 points minimum at the Barton obedience examination or to remain on site. I don't like that sound. Yeah. Personnel are to carry out the Maynard's protocol nightly. Select personnel are required to have previous experience working with arcane or ritualistic containment procedures and remain indefinitely at Site 5992's once chosen. Alright. Description 5992 is an extra spatial anomaly located 2 kilometers beneath a cave in Delphi, Greece. 5992 is a massive octagonal area constructed of sculpted marble, encompassing a width of 150 meters and an indeterminate height. 5992 contains an innumerable amount of tiers rising towards the apparent ceiling of the structure. The walls of each tier contain apertures to 4 perpendicular tunnels, as well as being adorned with extinguished torches at each apex. Notably, these tunnels, with the exception of the one used to access 5902, led to another tier of the structure. Individuals who walk through a tunnel will find themselves emerging from a tunnel positioned directly on a tier above them. Re-entering the tunnel reverses this, allowing for ascension and descent of each tier. The layer for the 992 is a sinkhole of indeterminate depth, the perimeter of which has been sculpted to resemble a bearded, open-mouthed face.
Not fucking creepy at all.
Yeah.
No sarcasm.
Addendum 5992.1, the Maynard's Protocol. The Maynard's Protocol. Previous fund protocol was developed within conjunction with pre-existing ASCI specialist station at official site 5992 and is considered essential for the active containment 5992. The abstract. The Maynard's Protocol has been developed to contain 5992. Protocol information. The Maynard's Protocol adheres to certain universal Dionysian rites that have been in place since at least 1000 BC. It's understood that the deviation from these rights are detrimental to containment of the 992. Propose an outline of the protocol, which is to be carried out nightly by personnel stationed at official site for the 992. A full detailed brief can be requested from official site for the 992 by any level 4 personnel. One D-class subject is to be delivered professional site for the 992. Biological sex of D-class is not specified in ritual. Protocol 12 may be enacted at the discretion of the current site director. Personnel stationed at official site for the 992 are to assume the roles of the celebrants. The subject is to assume the role of vessel. The vessel is to drink wine from a rhyton, a bull's horn, and a strain using a ritus net, a hunting net. Following a ceremonial rhythm performed using tympanum and pan flutes, celebrants are to don laurel crown and cloak. Each celebrant is to make a small incision on the waist. The resulting blood is to be poured over the vessel. A portion of flesh is to flayed from the subject using a copis, curved dagger, and consumed by all participants, including the vessel. Following consumption, the vessel is to be extricated from the radius and thrown into the hole at the center of the 992.
Also, I think it's pronounced Kopesh. Also,
Oh,
I return.
hey, Hatchet. Okay, so we want your opinion on something. So that Freedom Press group, they've just been
Yeah.
fighting for free press, as well as one SCP. Some of them died to prevent a serpentine-like entity from destroying the Philippines.
Well, it is technically not serpentine-like. It is a serpent. It is a
Hi.
sea snake and a dragon,
Huh.
and it eats the moon sometimes.
Yeah. So we put them in
Right.
natural good. Neutral good, not natural.
Neutral good. Natural good. I mean, yeah, that sounds appropriate.
They're not chaotic, and they're not especially lawful.
And this group, I we couldn't really get a bunch of information about them except that they just stole an artifact from the Ottoman Empire. It's just basically a normal state preservation organization from the Ottoman Empire. You just put them in not enough info. We couldn't find any information.
Yeah.
I mean,
The only information we have on them was literally they kept an ancient tracking device put in one emperor's body by aliens.
Yeah.
huh. I mean, based solely on the prior precedent of putting government-based anomaly containment groups into lawful evil, that would have been my first thought. But if there's like genuinely so little information, then yeah.
It's generally that little information because if it was the aliens, you could see lawful evil, but it's not. It's the group that holds the tracking device they put in one emperor.
Yeah.
A defunct
Yeah.
group at that. They
Yeah.
I
stopped
mean, I would.
existing after World War One.
I was about to say, I'd imagine they're defunct. That they're part of the Ottoman Empire.
Yeah. Um. Also, Hatchet. The group we're doing now is Bacan and Alia, a Dionysian cult that had relations with the ASCI, which we put in lawful evil. So this is
And so far, the SCP that she's been reading has not made them sound friendly.
yeah.
Hmm.
Also, I'm not sure if you're here for the special containment procedures, but it says right here for this SCP. 4 female personnel with a score of 75 points minimum on the Barton Obedience Examination are to remain on site.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, but it kind of sounds off. Oh, speaking of that, we got a message from the ethics committee. Oh boy. And then 5992.2, Ethics Committee Internal Memo. June 10th, 2020. Ethics Committee Internal Memo. Area 179, Dr. Edward T. Doom. To the committee, the 5992 data file came to my attention last week when a cache of archived documents from the Department of Occult Research were uploaded to SCP net servers for review. Granted, these were draft documents considered unimportant enough to sit around a filing cabinet for decades, and sit around they did. That was until a secretary uncovered them. There's around 30 of these things, and while most are half-formatted drafts detailing known and well-documented anomalies, there's also this. Attach a file below. Needless to say, I'm appalled. Assuming this isn't a joke, there's a number of disturbing implications here. Specifically, I'm concerned with the complete lack of context. Yes, ritualistic containment procedures, even when it involve horrific acts. Our necessity for the containment of certain anomalies, but no justification is provided here. In fact, the file deliberately avoids an answer. The document was written in 1965 and has gone completely unnoticed since. If this mainnet's protocol was in place back then, just say that it's not now. What exactly are we containing here? I did a little research on my own. Turns out this wasn't even one of ours in the first place. It's an ASCI doc that got ported over and lost in the shuffle. Probably because the original document it's just as vague and uninformative. Furthermore, that document makes reference to a Bacchanalia, some sort of Dionysian cult that the ASCI had contact with. Considering the, well, American factor, the ASCI wasn't directly involved in the containment of 5992, but they provided resources to the Bacchanalia to do so. Upon merging into the Foundation, a lot of older ASCI containment funds were kept on file, often with little regard as to where the money was going. I dug as deep as my clearances would allow, and of course, official Site 5992 is on the payroll. I have reasonable suspicion that containment of this anomaly does not require a human sacrifice ritual, and that the ASCI was ignorant of this, or misled by the Bacchanalia. I propose a direct investigation of 5992 to discern what is and isn't going on in Delphi, and what we could do about it. If there are lives at risk because of our carelessness, it's imperative we remedy this as soon as possible. Regards, Dr. Edward T. Doon. So the Foundation was just killing people on this SCP, and they didn't even think to investigate first.
That is just sloppy. Something, something, bureaucracy, something, something. I hate it here.
Oh my god. Alright.
Sorry about the burp. That was
Yeah,
not
and
intentional.
here's the.
I didn't even hear it.
Yeah, I didn't even hear either.
Gosh.
The American Secure Containment Initiative document, circa 1862. Item number 13-380. Classification type, location.
Thanks. I'll remember that.
ASCI protocols for containment. Security phenomenon 13-380 is to be realized through the assistance of Organization 028, also known as the Bacchanalia. Description: Phenomenon 13-380 is an unexplained irregularity specifically located in Delphi, Greece, and is a place of worship for the Bacchanalia. A review of the properties and characteristics of Phenomenon 13-380 presently being carried out by the Bureau of Arcane Studies. Nonetheless, the Bacchanalia has provided reason enough to believe that the containment of Phenomenon 13-380 is dependent on their actions. The Bacchanalia have dedicated themselves to continued protection of Phenomenon 13-380 due to their expertise in foreign esoteric occultism. The means of containment shall be a combined effort. Nota bene. On the 11th of November 1862, the ASCI was contacted by Greek occultist Elias Galatas, Informant 341, to inform the initiative of the plight of the Bacchanalia, a group that had been struggling to acquire the resources necessary for the containment of Phenomenon 13-380, including live subjects.
Oh.
An investigation into this inquiry was carried out on the 16th of November 1862, after being deemed a case of importance by the Bureau of Arcane Studies. An approval was granted to provide the Bacchanalia with ineffectual persons taken into custody.
Oh,
What does ineffectual persons mean?
Don't know.
yeah, yeah, I love that wording.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I think it's good it makes sense why we put them in evil.
Yeah, I think this group's going in evil.
Damn it, and Dionysus is a cool guy. Sometimes.
Yeah, Dionysus is amazing, but they're also the person that was kidnapped on a ship and drove the kidnappers insane and turned them into dolphins.
Yeah. Alright. This has been crossed out. Further information is forthcoming as of the Bureau of Arcane Studies. As of 2nd of December 1862, the Bureau's foreign investigation has concluded, and a retention of Phenomenon 13380's physical description and analysis properties is noted in document 13380-03. Addendum 5992.3. Original Site 5992 Exploration. Note the following is an audio/video transcript of the initial exploration of original Site 5992. Okay, so now they're finally investigating a site they have. They haven't done in years. Wait. When did you say that they just checked it? I want to. In 1965. Okay, so. Okay. Oh. Wait. This was written back in 1965. And it took them till June 10, 2020. That's a lot of years of sacrificing. The foundation is done unknowingly.
One moment.
You're looking to see how many years. I believe in the hatchet. Hatchet's doing the math. Did it actually say how many people die per year? Is that SCP? Wait, this is carried out nightly. That's 365 people per year.
Oh gosh. No.
So that's 365 people per year for that many years. So technically, I did math. That's 55 years between 1965 and 2020. And I'm now timing 55 by 365. That's how many people per year. 20,075 people per year. For those years. 20,000.
Whoa.
They've
Oh.
they've killed a city before investigating.
Oh, jeez.
Is Sash doing alright?
Catch it? Are they AFK maybe? Did we,
I mean, it said one moment, so.
They might be AFK then.
Ooh. We'll read on without hatchet. Now we can move on.
Making that threat is a little useless when they're not here, right?
We will continue reading. No, I'm kidding. We won't. Hatchet?
They might be AFK.
I'm gonna go on your mission.
Okay. I messaged them.
Yeah, it's gonna be the last SCP tonight, I think.
Alright.
Oh, well, I'm not happy about that. That's
What?
definitely after what I was taught. Apparently, Disney
What?
released a picture of some the movies they're gonna make. I think this year and next year. One of them is just called Charlie Kirk.
Well, I guess they're anti-child, anti-life, and anti-people. This is not that much of a shock. I guess Disney really never moved that far from being a Nazi. Did I not say that? There's no real other way to view this. Right?
Yeah.
We both know Disney doesn't exactly have the best history, right? The original Walt Disney literally made Hitler their own, like, custom videos of Snow White.
Oh, okay. Thank fuck. Apparently, someone proved that the Charlie Kirk thing is fake. There's no Charlie Kirk movie coming out. Oh, thank fuck.
Oh, okay. I'm not taking back the history thing, but I will give Disney the chance to prove that the current Disney people in charge are not Nazis. Maybe. I still think they might be.
Like, what was going on with that shit?
I hope they're okay.
Yeah. Well, that's probably gonna. Well, this is gonna be a movie I'm not gonna all want to watch. Probably.
What? What?
Leviticus. Apparently, it's a horror movie. Two young Christians attempt to cure a forbidden desire, but during the ritual they unleash an entity that takes the form of what they desire most, each other.
Sounds like a horror movie that's basically shaming desire.
Mm-hmm. 1820. I don't remember Leviticus 18:22. It's been a while since I read the Bible, so let's see. Leviticus 18:22. Oh,
What?
Leviticus 18:22. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is detestable.
Uh, it's a horror anti-gay movie.
Yeah.
There's so many stupid horror movies. Why'd they have to do that?
Okay, I'm back. What a mess.
Oh, you missed a thing where apparently there's gonna be a horror movie coming out about Leviticus 18:22.
Levitic?
The
What?
horrors of gay love.
Yeah, Leviticus 18:22. Do not have sexual relations with a man as one does with a woman. That is detestable.
You mean Leviticus?
Leviticus, yeah. Here's
And
here's
also,
huh?
and also that's that one verse that's like notoriously mistranslated, and it was actually saying like you shall not lie with a young boy as you
Yeah,
do with a woman.
yeah. Here's
Yeah.
here's the description of the movie Hatchet. Two young Christians attempt to cure a forbidden desire, but during the ritual, they unleash an entity that takes the form of what they desire most, each other.
Yeah, that's why we, two history buffs, are pretty darn sure they did not mean the actual historical, like, thing for that thing.
Yeah.
Aaron may be a little flaky sometimes, but they are a history buff, and I'm a history buff. And that is pretty common knowledge for people who love history, because Christians love to bring it up so damn much. But yeah, this is people acting on the common mistranslation that people love to bring up. Oh no, the horrors of gay men. I mean, why would Christians ever want to crack down on touching, like, young boys?
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Anyways, yeah, that's right, Christians. Uh, uh, gay men, bad. Gay woman, good. I'm kidding. I'm
It's more along the lines of the framing is so misogynistic that it doesn't even think women loving women is an option. Something that could ever even conceivably happen.
Yeah. All right. Let's go back to the SCP, and this is gonna be the last group of the night. Shit.
Okay. Yeah, and sorry for stepping away again. I'm like trying to check how much a loan for a particular bunch of books I want to buy would be. And then there's like an issue that popped up, so I had to go do a couple things.
All right.
But I am back.
I'm just gonna read down so we can get through this. All right. Mole Task Force Zeta 9 Mole Rats was tasked with surveying the site and collecting additional information regarding 5992. The ding?
Shut up.
Exploration log 992.1 audio/visual transcript. Date June 11th, 2020. C9 Ajax Team Lead. C9 Roswell Fire Team. C9 Skinner Fire Team. C9 Lios Occult Science/Communications. Begin log. And we're green. And we're green. Does someone just want to read a bunch of checks for me? I don't want to say check repeatedly.
Check. 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 Check.
Really? It's quiet. Let's roll. Team flies into cave and begins moving towards original site 5992. Each team member turns on their shoulder-mounted lamp.
I thought Patchy was doing Skinner.
What?
I was just doing check, I guess.
No.
Did you want to read more Skinner?
Not really.
Okay. Anomalies 2 kilos down, straight line. Christ, that reeks. Get it through the vents. Goddamn. You'll get used to it. You did in Venice. Yeah, fucking Venice. Today is a good day to be
Goddamn
Ross.
Venice.
Laos and Ajax laugh. Fuck off. Even I smell it. Yeah. What's it smell like? Death. Skinner shines his shoulder lamp to the right, exposing a wall covered in black, unidentifiable thaumaturgic runes. Whoa. Slow down. Laos approaches the wall and raises her hand towards the runes. No clue. No universal indicators. Probably a dead dialect. They don't stop either. Alright, keep moving. Team moves forward for 5 minutes. Extraneous dialogue removed. Just security, huh? For what? Who the hell's coming out here? Jack said they're sacrificing. Can I say that or no?
Civs?
Yeah. Wait, what?
He-
Wait, that means civilians, doesn't it?
Yes.
Why did I think that was this?
Oh, they're sacrificing civilians. Oh, the horrible slurs of yesteryear. Civilian. We aren't the fucking U.S. cops. Okay, civ isn't a slur.
Yeah, also, Hatchet, I did math. Because they said they got the document back in 1965 into their database, which means they're doing the ritual every year since 1965. And they kill a person every single night for that year. So for 55 years, they killed 20,075 people.
Dude, what the fuck?
They killed a city.
There's no way to not call this group evil.
And was it the group still doing this, or is this just the
Well,
SCP Foundation continuing to be negligent?
Well, they continue. The Foundation. This is the Foundation numbers. I don't know about the group because they've been doing it since 1000 BC. So.
Well, we don't know if they've been doing it since 1000 BC. It's just
Right.
they've been doing it for however long they had it.
Yeah, seeing how you kill a person every single night of the year, that is not a good sign.
Is there a way to get rid of it?
What the fuck is it? What the fuck are they even trying to contain?
We don't know. That's what we're discovering now. Yeah, Jack said they were sacrificing civs. Used to, at least. Still could be. I think there would be some type of, I don't know, protective measures, a guard post, or something near the cave. We're still funding the goddamn place. Measures? Big words, Ross. We're approaching a giant hole that's routinely used for people tossing. Just keep that in mind. Team moves forward for 10 minutes before coming to an opening near the end of the tunnel. Mysterious dialogue removed. That's our skip, boys. Brace yourselves. Team enters 5992. Outdated Foundation issued equipment and paraphernalia can be seen intermittently placed across the anomaly's first tier. A simple ceiling has been built, meant to breach the open gap in the middle of the second tier. Just like you thought, not a single soul. Nice place. Almost feels like I stepped back in time. Right. Now, start setting up. Ross, Skinny, do a quick sweep. Then we'll tackle that. Team disperses and begins to explore official Site 5992. Several times used in the Mainet's protocol are found laying on the ground. The marble floor is stained with dry blood. Check these out from that ritual thing. Wow, that's a lot of blood. I shouldn't have to say this, but please don't touch anything. And that's getting bagged later. Skinner enters a tunnel to the east of the entrance and emerges on the second tier. This tier appears to have been used as a holding area for subjects intended to be sacrificed. It's about as fun as I hoped it would be. Skinner, get your ass down here. We'll go through the rest of the site later. Just come help us. Yeah. Skinner sends the first tier where Ajax and Roswell are standing near the edge of the hole. Lau sits in a corner unpacking communications gear from her backpack. Oh shit, how deep is that drop test? Anyone have anything? Pick up a rock, dumb fuck. Could use you, Skinner. Team collectively laughs. Ajax cracks a glow stick and shakes it. The light is bright enough, she drops it down the hole. Silence. You, didn't hear anything, did you? Nope. Fuck me. Yep. Slap Skinner on the back. Get your gear, Skinny. Lock. So they actually are gonna toss him in a hole. Exploration log 5992.2. Audio-visual transcript. Note, over the next hour, the team sets up a grappling system to send the hole. Mouse stays behind to supervise the anchor points and to act as a relay in case of emergency. The team, now equipped with behaving gear, prepares for descent. Everyone's secure. Skinner and Roswell pull on the cords. All good. Same here. Strap yourselves in. Mouse. Radio clear. Be careful down there, okay? Grappling team attaches themselves to their anchor points and begins ascending into the hole. God, Jax, can you smell that? I ain't desensitized to smells. Farmhand, remember? Does quite a number on the scene. Not scenes, on the senses. So, what the hell's waiting for us down there? Just a truckload of friendly corpses, the usual. Let's hope that's it. Yeah, let's fucking hope. Team descends for 20 minutes, apparently no closer to the bottom. How much more you think? No way to tell. Hopefully you have enough rope. You're fine, trust me. Roswell stops, he pulls himself closer to the rope. You hear that? A faint, indistinct noise can be heard. Stay sharp. We're going to be fine, boys. It's screaming. 5 minutes pass as the team continues their descent in silence. A noise coming from below them amplifies in volume. Roswell begins breathing heavily and holding himself back. Ross, you good? Fuck, I hate that sound. It's like a million things being flayed alive at once, and it just keeps getting louder. I don't like the sound of that. Sooner we reach the bottom, the sooner we get to the top, okay, Ross? You're a mole rat. Not some greenie fresh off the rack. Act the part. Hey, right. Yes, ma'am. Team descends for another 20 minutes. Skinner attempts to calm Roswell by making small talk. The noise is extremely loud and can be described as a cacophony of distressed intermediate vocalizations. So many voices, and they're all screaming. Should I take them up? No, won't do us any good. The thing is deep as hell. Can't even see the glow stick yet. Jax, there's words. They're saying my name over and over again. Fuck, they won't stop. It's so loud. So loud. Roxwell puts both of his hands on his head and screams. He falls backwards, supported by the wrapping gear. He begins sobbing. Not sobbing. Sobbing. God damn it.
Gobbling.
Roswell, get your shit together. Roswell removes the ventilator mask and begins repeatedly slamming his head against the rock. Skinner quickly attempts to hold him back. Roswell struggles to overcome Skinner. What the hell are you doing, man? Stop it. It knows my name. It's telling me everything about myself. Why does it know my name? Stop them. I need. Roswell vomits presumably from the overwhelming odor. Wow, get Roswell up now. You can't go down there. They're starving. Please, you can't. Mouse, do you read me? They're begging us to leave. Please listen to me. Them. I can't go down there. It's calling my name. Mouse isn't responding. It's too loud. What the fuck do we do with him? Russell reaches for his knife. Skinner restrains him from behind, placing his boots on Russell's hand. Stop the shit, Ajax. He's trying to get his gun. Please, you have to let me do this. Ajax moves himself over to Roswell and restrains him. Roswell kicks backward, headbutting Ajax. He quickly unhooks his grappling gear and falls towards the bottom of the hole, screaming. Skinner and Ajax are silent. A crunching noise is heard as Roswell's body lands. What? What the fuck? Just keep moving, Skin. Keep moving. 5 minutes of silence as Skinner and Ajax move downward. Skinner briefly removes his ventilator to vomit, claiming the smell is getting too strong. Skinner rests his arms over a ledge. The noise is now immediate. Shit. I'm sorry, Jax. Skinner screams and jolts upward as something grabs his leg. He shines his lamp below to reveal the mangled screen body of Roswell, gripping his ankle. Roswell appears animate despite falling from a height nearly impossible to survive. Holy shit! Skin immediately fires at Roswell, causing visible trauma but no deterrence. Ajax shines her lamp downwards. A writhing, animate mass of human corpses in various states of decomposition is visible below her. Some can be seen climbing over one another, reaching upwards before being pulled down into a mass by another corpse. Others cannibalize themselves, or others in a violent, uncontrolled frenzy. Jesus Christ.
I think I know why they throw a person down there every night. It's to stop the undead from rising out.
Oh. Fuck, what the
They're all trying to get out because they're hungry. They're hungry for people meat.
Anyways. What the fuck? What the fuck? Skinner fires at the entities, but to no avail. Both team members ascend slightly out of reach. Roswell's course grips itself to a merging rock. Skinner. It's beautiful.
No bueno.
Russell's corpse is pinned against the wall by another entity, who tears the flesh on the side of Russell's head off. Roswell makes guttural gurgling noises. Huh? Before Ajax fires again, rendering the entity incapable of vocalization. Are you okay, Skinner? Ajax grips Skinner's shoulder, both cling themselves to the grappling gear, meters above the bottom of the pit. I'm fine. Jesus, that's where they all are. Here. For fucking centuries. God. We did this. End log. Addendum 5992.4. Observations and recover materials. Following Zeta 9's initial exploration, materials from original site 5992 were requisitioned and logged. Additionally, a small number of informal tests were performed to provide more complete understanding 5992's effects on living organisms. Results have shown that entities inside 5992 are unable to die. Confirmed they control Omega K class end of death scenario. The following fragments are sourced from a journal recovered from living quarters established on the 5th tier of 5992. Most are ineligible, having sustained damage by blood. These fragments are suspected to be those of a former personnel stationed at the site, date unknown. Translated from Greek into English by researcher Stars. Another unfortunate. My sister's knight indoctrinated her. Clearly scared, rightfully scared. Our benefactors are no more, she says. Foundation, she says. It matters not. Shows concerns win. Christopher arrives with the vessel, skin like milk and hair like a tangle of weeds. The uninitiated shows hesitation. Necessary, I tell her, to prepare her for a new life, a servant of Agrios. It pays to toil above than to live below. The uninitiated. To be catching on, she is a beautiful young lady in body. Her spirit must be loosened. I will teach her. Grows greater each day. I long for union with them. I long for freedom from this structured existence. Triumph of nature, to which we may serve. I informed Christopher. Agrees. After him communion with Thenos, but he refused. Took an unidentified death benefiting of him. Parts of him shot like rockets across the water. My sisters. Preparations for tonight. Iris was the first. Did not scream. Melody. Like sweet, sweet honey. The uninitiated fought, but I pierced her wrist with weapons of my own design and savored her flesh. At long last, union. I could hear them inside of me. Messages without a receiver. Sleep, sisters. I will unite us at last, joining the eternal feast. Pleasure unknown and unbound. Not suffering. Ecstasy.
Ecstasy. You mean ecstasy?
Ecstasy, yeah. Okay.
Let's see.
I'm guessing these are
Agrios.
transcripts from the group we're looking at.
Yeah.
So the first people of the group, the ones who started up that, did they basically start all of this over some? I'm not sure if she wanted to fuck her sisters or eat them. I'll be honest.
Are you seeing if Agrios is an actual god?
It's one letter off from uh a uh a Greek a figure in Greek mythology.
No?
Agrius, one of the giants, sons of Gaia. He, together with Thun, was clubbed to death by Moirai with maces made from bronze during the Gigantomachia, the battle of the giants versus the Olympian gods.
No.
So the giants there is what we would also call titans,
Ah.
grandsons of Ares. In Greek mythology, Agrius or Agrios and Oreos, also Oreos, were the twin sons of Polyphonte, daughter of Hipponus, and a bear, as well as them being the great grandsons of Ares.
Oh.
This is all over the place. Oh, okay. So this is a name shared by a number of different characters in Greek myth,
Oh.
which complicates things.
Yeah. But I will say they're definitely going evil because right now we got they sacrifice a person per night, cannibalism, Also, the fact that they found old Foundation equipment when exploring this SCP site kind of shows that the Foundation did at one point kill people in this pit.
Yeah. I would be. Mm, I would be inclined to put this in incompetent good, actually.
No?
Simply put, they're under the belief that they're helping people. And
Oh.
by extension, it sounds like the people that are in this pile of goop of corpses are in an eternal state of pleasure. But it's also just fucking batshit insane.
Yeah.
Also, if it's not fed one body a night, they might break out.
Was that ever actually like
I don't think it was.
demonstrated?
I don't think it was
It was
ever.
never like stated, but the group always made sure there was at least one person a night too. The Foundation continued it. 3, when the bodies that were in that hole were trying to climb up and were successfully climbing up before the group the team had come up
Well, they were
or come down.
climbing up because the group had been shimmying their way down. Like
Yeah.
they had gotten in reach of them. And like it
Right.
was established earlier that the Foundation kind of just picked up this practice without actually like looking into the specifics of what they were doing.
Yeah. Well,
That's fair. So maybe if it's left alone, maybe if they don't sacrifice people, it'll be fine.
person are to carry
Yeah,
out the
they're
maintenance
probably.
protocol nightly.
Guess we've established this.
I think they're still
What?
doing it.
Why?
Well, yeah,
Well,
we
from the
never said
sounds
they
of it,
weren't still doing it.
it sounds like it's being postponed because of that ethics committee memo
Right.
and like this
That would make sense.
investigation.
So it was
And
happening, but they have stalled it until they can figure out what the fuck is going on.
yeah, and I'm getting the vibe that basically um our Dionysian cult were basically tricking that old group that got absorbed by the Foundation
Yeah.
into basically continuing their practice of trying to add people to the cannibalism flesh pleasure orgy thing in the bottom of the pit.
Yeah, it honestly sounds like it started with lesbian cannibals. At least one of the lesbians were cannibals. They continued from that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. I incompetent good is where it's put. Alright. So
Do
I'm
you are you fine with that placement, Jerry?
Yeah.
Like
It,
they're trying at the very least within their
incompetent
sense.
good sounds pretty accurate.
yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to do something good, and from a very specific lens, you could argue they are doing something good, but it's still batshit insane and horrifying, especially to be doing this to people who did not consent to join the cannibalism flesh pleasure orgy.
Yeah. We're not gonna do it tonight, but I want to read the next group description. Alright.
The Bavarian Illuminati?
The Bavarian Illuminati, organization originally founded in 1776 to oppose superstition and promote human rights. One of the most powerful global conspiracies and a major supporter of the Global Cult Coalition.
Great.
Okay. promote, promote human rights. Good. Support the Global Cult Coalition. Bad.
Not to mention in this case, like oppose superstition, you know they're not using the classical Greek term of that. They're just using that as a stand-in of oppose the existence of theology
Yeah.
and spiritual practice, which uh ends up coming into conflict with the idea of promoting human rights.
Yeah. Wait, I just saw one of the things we will look at. 281 SFR, the day the Earth stopped being flat.
Yeah, this was mentioned in that.
I don't remember that, but still, I forgot that was an SCP.
Yeah, it was among like the groups that were said to have like all come together to say, okay, we're gonna just say that the Earth is round now, and act like we didn't unround the Earth.
Yeah. Alright. Ending soon in 3, 2, 1.
Unrounds your Earth.
Okay,
Or I mean, unflats shit.
also, oh yeah, I forgot to say this, but uh, the group after that one would be Bear Puncher Solutions. Oh no, but has multiple subsidiaries.
Okay.
Wait, oh my gosh, this SCP sounds like Bakugo created it. Lord Explosions, Pyrotechnic Playground, and Daycare.
That was 100% made by Bakugo. That's absolutely something he would title.
Yeah. That sounds like someone would name that if they're name. It's the name that someone would name if you think they're trying to be edgy.
Wait, when did you at me?
Oh, a bit ago, because I thought you were having mic issues.
Oh, no.
So, there's actually something funny. I remember this one comic dove, where Bakugo was calling Deku worthless for being quirkless. He gets splashed or something. He says, your one way to attack is by throwing water. Midoriya says, no, it's gasoline. And then throws a match at Bakugo.
Jesus Christ. That escalated quickly.
Yeah, and then there was a huge fucking explosion. Because, you know, Bakugo's quirk.
No, I don't know anything about
I'm definitely
Bakugo.
guessing that was a fan thing.
Oh yeah, no, most
Oh, yeah,
definitely.
Midoriya would not actually do that.
It would be funny if he did.
Midoriya is good bean.
Very good bean.
He did? No, he did. I think he. No, he did technically scare some people during his vigilante arc. Because of his clothing was like really torn and ragged.
He was working so much his clothing was basically destroyed.
Yeah.
Was that called the vigilante arc? That doesn't sound right.
I think that's what people called it.
When you say vigilante arc, that sounds like he appeared in My Hero Academia Vigilantes.
He was technically acting as a vigilante, but...
Yep, nope, I just looked up Vigilante Deku, and that's the one that pops up. People call that, his ragged, destroyed uniform, the Vigilante Deku.
Yeah, it's officially called the Black Hero arc. Vigilante has never made sense, and it's just a fan term.
Right.
Why are people calling it a vigilante?
I don't know.
He's working directly with multiple established heroes in that arc.
Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, he is. Wait, that confuses me even more. Wait a minute.
He's not acting as a vigilante.
Hey, Aaron, why didn't you realize that?
Because I haven't watched it in a while. I forgot about that part.
Like, granted, the overall structure of Hero Society has fucking been obliterated by that point, but as far as, like, working within the books can go, he was working within the books.
Yeah.
Why do people call it that?
I think the only reason people call it that is because the structure of society was so blown away. It technically doesn't make him a vigilante, but people might say it makes him a vigilante. It makes no sense, but
Yeah. Hey, Fury, last words go.
uh, and remember, if there is a cave they say to go die in, walk in the other direction.
Hatchet, last words go.
Remember, if there's a cave I say to go die in, walk in that direction.
Shit. You really want to feed the cave of orgy and pleasure and cannibalism started by a group of lesbian priests?
Yes.
Yes.
Feed it
Oh,
billionaires. Problem solved. Earth is made
oh, that's fair.
significantly better.
But then the
And it can't
billionaires
even.
will feel eternal pleasure in the cave.
Yeah, it's a win win. I don't
That's
care
fair.
about vengeance, I just care about improving the material reality. There's nothing inherently morally good about bad people suffering. Anyway,
Yeah. Alright, so before I do my last words, I'm gonna read something that's on my Patreon. uh, Someone joined as a free member, and I'm wondering what the fuck. Their name is Sweet and Sour Bussy.
okay.
Yeah. Anyways, Legionatals, I'll see you guys this tomorrow and this weekend, where I'll be doing nothing but VTuber collabs. So yeah,
Aliens.
I'll see you guys then, and I'm tired.